I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. 4 years ago, I decided where I wanted to go for college. My pockets were saying UD, and my heart was saying California. UD was the road less traveled, and I ended up taking it. And that has made a world of a difference. As a senior, on my way out in 3 months, I could write a book of advice to my freshman self. The book will be titled Legacy. L is for you live your truth, E is for experience, G is for guide others, A is for achieve, C is for create, and Y is for yearn for the future. College was the first place I was faced to truly define myself. My mentor, Ms. Cassandra Moy, director of the Center for Black Culture, always reminded me to define my truth. She encouraged me to always reflect on my choices and make sure they reflected my truth. Truth is identity and passion converged. From my network to my organizations, my identity continued to shine through. To my underconfident freshman self, know your identity. You are a strong Black woman, and take pride in it. Without my experiences through college, I would not be the emerging professional and the lifelong student that I am today. Through my undergraduate years, I've had the opportunity to be a part of great organizations such as their Career Ambassador Program, Black Student Union, Each One Reach One Mentoring Program, Blue Hen Ambassador, and member of the Mu Pi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I have led marches, taught career readiness sessions, gave tours to prospective students, and did lots of community service. Each organization has provided me with different educational, advocacy, and community experiences. Never forget your experiences. Every step prepares you for the next. Junior year was my first year as a resident assistant. Throughout the year, I found myself constantly sharing the wisdom I had learned over my college career. Whether it was about picking a major, trying to get involved, or how I balanced my schedule, my residents learned something. I have taken pride in the one-on-one moments and the connections I have made with people I may never see again. These moments taught me to be ready to help at all times, and to always be ready to guide others because you may be the only voice of wisdom in their life. Goal setting is essential for me. Before college, I made a list of goals which included Dean's List, a high GPA, having a job, an internship, and joining other organizations. Having specific goals in mind helped me to take action to achieve them. My work ethic correlated to my vision. I began achieving my goals and getting recognized for all my hard work every semester. I had the opportunity to have an internship every year, get Dean's List multiple times, and I will be graduating with the GPA I desired prior to entering college. Achieving my goals motivated me to set more. Never stop goal setting, but most importantly, never stop achieving. Sophomore year, I began co-producing and directing a TV show on the Student Television Network. My show, Real Talk with Stacey Rahaka, was the first primarily African American created and produced show. Coming up on our 5th season, we have impacted the campus by starting eye-opening conversations about racism on campus and other controversial world events. We also gave other students the opportunity to make their art come alive through video. Although the original crew will be graduating this year, the show will live on. My senior self is still proud of the innovation and creativity I had as an underclassman. My advice to my younger self is to never lose the ability to imagine and create. You just may make something that will last forever. Four years later, I am so grateful for my time in undergrad. Freshman year me has transformed gracefully into a fearless senior. The uniqueness of my journey is that everything I did in undergrad influenced who I am today and where I am going. I left a legacy. I am better, stronger, wiser, and clear of my purpose. Time flies when you're accomplishing your dreams and making long-lasting relationships. Graduate school is my first step on my path. Receiving my higher education and student affairs degree will hopefully have me returning to the university to help students create their own legacy. I am excited for my future and the journey to come. Yearn for the future, but live in the moment. One day you'll blink, and it would all be over. Oh, the places you'll go. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Center for Black Culture, specifically in the Black Student Union office. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
All right, I hear that you're the vice president. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been the vice president for the past 2 years. I've loved my experience helping with our underrepresented student groups and doing programming, especially for Black students or catered to Black students. We did marches. We try to help racial disparities. We've had conversations, skillful conversations on how to deal with, being an underrepresented student in a majority white campus as well. So we try to bridge the gap, and we have skillful conversations about what does resistance mean to you, and what is activism, and how to incorporate that into your daily life, because in this world it's not a lot of people like us, especially in the corporate world, in different areas. So it's all about moving different, and then also but still remaining Black, and still taking pride of your own identity, but knowing how to make sure you get stuff happen, and be skillful in your working relationships as well.
Okay, I see that you're applying to the Black Resource Center. Is that correct?
Yes, and I feel like this resource center can do very well, and almost matches perfectly with my prior experience as well as a vice president. So we've had programming, I've done mentorship opportunities, and it's all in support of Black students. So that is where my heart is, and I do believe that identity is a core piece of your experience and where belonging happens as well. So I think this resource center almost kind of mirrors my help with the Black Student Union and the Center for Black Culture as well.
Okay, and I also see you should also apply for Residence Life. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm an RA as well. So last year was my first year becoming an RA. I'm an upperclassman RA, so I think that's a totally different world, honestly. But it's more about reaching students one-on-one, and then being that resource and being that guide to students. I was taught, in my residence hall training, that it's really important to have a peer leadership, and that's where I usually come from, because I'm also a leadership minor. So peer leadership is really one of my strengths, and then transformative leadership. So it's leadership and experiences, and trying to do more, or leadership in different ways, I guess, and not I'm the leader and you listen to me. It's more walking with you, not walking in front of you. So I think that's really the core of peer leadership, and that's one thing I really pride myself on, engaging with other students as well. And I'm also the student engagement advisor, so that's another position in University of Res Life and Housing as well, in which I help the RAs kind of promote engagement tactics, and be more on their floors, and try to implement more transformative leadership, and then emphasize peer leadership, but also programming that happens as well, because we do have one of the largest complexes on campus. There's only 7 student engagement advisors across the whole campus as well. So it's definitely a higher position, more like a senior RA role, but definitely getting a chance to lead other people, and just maintain that focus of peer leadership and then guidance as well.
Okay, you talked a little bit about your leadership minor. So what's your major?
My major is interpersonal communication. So it's more I say the realistic approach with psychology, and communication, and analyzing communication within yourself and in your relationships as well. So my major, I think, has definitely helped me grow a lot, and then kind of helped me connect me to my purpose. And then once I started learning myself, I started helping other people learn their own selves. So I think that was how communications mean so much to me, and I always want to skillfully communicate. And I think that helps with me being in student affairs and going into that role. Communication is everywhere, and helping students really find their purpose and communicate their own struggles, even too, to ask for help. So I think it's all communication at the end of the day, but I think relationships really comes out of that interpersonal communication. Is all about relationship building as well.
Okay, and I heard that you also happen to work for Sally Mae. You are busy.
Yeah, I really am busy. I don't sleep, so that's my downfall. So I'm definitely working on personal growth and personal development always. But yes, I'm a talent development intern at Sally Mae, the loan company. And people are like, "What? You work at a bank?" I'm like, "Yeah, I definitely work at a bank." But I think it even helps into my student affairs role future as well, because I help make curriculum for the lower level managers, and so I help them maintain their growth and kind of emphasize that personal growth is important, and then also work in growth in your own role, so growth in your own company. So I help leaders become better leaders. So I also work with a lot of different executives, and because we have a monthly business knowledge series, so that's a training that goes across all 6 locations. So I help put that together, and then help facilitate our leadership program for our lower level managers, so they can do more, and feel like they have the skills to do more, and apply for different roles.
Okay, so if you had to say Gabby Smith is this in 3 words, what would it be?
Gabby Smith is passionate, purposeful, and intentional. I think passion is the core of like where I live, breathe, what I do. I wake up in the morning. I'm very passionate about helping people become better people. Purposeful is that I think everything has a purpose and everybody has a purpose. And once you start connecting your passion to your purpose, then your movements become intentional. And I think, my actions are intentional with people because I know everybody has a passion, everybody has a purpose, so you should move intentionally on that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks.